Alright, so, yeah, so, alright, we all set here? Okay, we are good to go. So, we are going to, I found a recipe today we're going to try. Spinach chicken Alfredo pasta. So, I will link this in the description. By all means, these are not my recipes that I'm trying. I just find them and I'm just going to show you how we cook them. So, as you can see, we've got all the ingredients here. I have, for my Alfredo sauce, I have whipping cream. We have minced garlic, my butter, and Parmesan cheese. And for the actual Alfredo or chicken part, we have chicken stock, noodles, or pasta. That's panini pasta. And way more spinach than we need. I think my puppy is about to have a leaf or two. So I'm going to start by chopping this all up. And of course we have our salt and pepper. And the main ingredient, chicken. So I'm going to start off by taking, this is all fresh spinach, which, you know, anybody knows cooking is best to have fresh. So we need 2 cups of this bad boy. So this could be a few minutes here. So just quickly chop it up. I like getting them, for the most part, nice and small leaves, or at least, you know, somewhat small leaves. And yes, I have my nice big knife. Well, big knife, but it's a knife. And they let me play with sharp objects. It's kind of scary. I haven't lost a finger yet, so we're doing good. As you can see, I'm somewhat practiced at this. It's only been the occasional blood-filled dinner, so it's all good. And she hasn't noticed yet, so I won't say too much. Alright, just about there. Yeah, a couple more rounds here. For the most part, this recipe is going to take you about 5 to 10 minutes to prep, depending on where your items are and what you need to do. This is pretty much the only prep work you have to do with this one, is just cutting up the spinach. And if anybody uses canned spinach, just mail me now so I can just send you a bomb, because that's just wrong. If you're going to cook with any of this, you cook with fresh. Pretty sure canned spinach is the reason why I hated spinach growing up. You know, regardless of what Popeye eats. Alright, so as you can see, we got lots of spinach left over. So hopefully we will find another spinach recipe down the road to use this with, or, yeah, we got our $2 worth. Alright. And of course, you know, just throw all this crap out when you're done. Don't need it. Alrighty, so let's read the instructions here. I know, scary, eh? Okay, so I probably should have read this before I got on camera, but you know, hey, what the hell. So first of all, we're going to set our Instapot to saute. So I actually have a fairly fancy Instapot here. I have all kinds of added features. I don't know if you can see them in camera or not. But so as you can see, I've got all kinds of extra features in there. But for the most part, any of these Instapots you have will have some kind of a saute feature on it. So I'm going to, and apparently I must have unplugged mine. There it is. Alright, so I'm going to set mine to saute. And it's going to take a couple minutes to heat up. So while that's heating up, what do we got here? So, alrighty, so what we want to do from here is we want to season our chicken with salt and pepper. So just grab a little bit of salt. Wash the chicken off my hands so I don't get it in the salt itself. Because then we'd have to throw all that out and that's just a waste. And we all know that works. So just, you know, lightly season it so it gives you a little bit of added flavor to it. Alright, I just rub it all in so, you know, make the chicken feel good. You know, a little happy ending, you know, never know. Alright. Not too much salt because that gets a little overpowering, but you know, pepper's always good. And for all those in the time warp over there, camera just fell over, so don't worry. Nothing favorite, nothing to worry about. You know, little motion sickness. You know, grab all's your friend. It's all good. So this thing takes about 5 minutes to preheat. So I'm actually gonna pause this for a minute while we wait for this to hot, and we will be right back.
Cool.
Alrighty, so Instapot's hot. So first thing we want to do is we want to where was it here? All right, so I want to add some. I use canola oil, but you can use any oil you like to on the bottom of the pot. Our Instapot is completely heated up, so let's do that so it doesn't stick. And then we want to saute the chicken. Just brown that butter up. So, should only take a couple minutes to do that, so we're doing that. Alright, so yeah, for about a minute and a half. So we're just gonna make sure this chicken doesn't stick to this. And yes, I love this Instapot for this because it doesn't actually get hot here. Otherwise, you got to use these, you know, really messy, big ass mitts, and yeah, no. All right, so while that's there, we're just gonna make sure we have all of our other ingredients handy. I've pre-measured my garlic already, so we're gonna be using that part next. All right, I'll just quickly brown this. Doesn't have to be perfect because, you know, it will cook the rest of the way. This is just kind of sear up the bottom of it. Alright, so hopefully, like I said, hopefully this turns out. I've had almost no problems with any of the recipes that we've had out of here. Absolutely love this Instapot. I would recommend it for anybody who enjoys good food and you know, patience like me and just doesn't want to wait. Alright, so as you can see, just a nice even brown. Well, in this case white, I guess you would call it. I was wondering why they, you know, brown the chicken when it actually turns white. So next thing it wants to do after you take the chicken out, okay, throw the garlic in with the oil. And let that, of course, I should. Yeah, I know, I should be prepared. Supposed to use up the sauces in this, but it's kind of sticking to the bottom of this, so I'm not really sure. Saute until fragrant. Oh yeah, that's definitely fragrant. Okay, so we're going to cancel that off. And we're going to pour just a little bit of a mixture without, you know, burning yourself. Because, you know, I'm good at that. Yeah, alright, I'll just drop you into there. as you can see, when this thing's sauteing, it only really heats up the bottom of it, so allows you to, for the most part, touch it without any gloves. Alright, so now what we want to do is we want to pour about half a cup of this in here. And just scrape all the crap off the bottom. I want to make sure it all gets mixed up. Yeah, doesn't have to be 100%, but close enough. Alright, mix them into the mixture. So yeah, you see a nice little chickeny, garlicky mixture going on in there. Alright, so there. So now we want to put the chicken back in here. So the chicken. Alright, so add the chicken in and the pasta. So here's my pasta. I'm just going to pour that all in there like so. One big lovely mess. Flatten it all out. Pour the rest of the chicken stock. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that it's for the most part covered all the sauce out, which you can't really see in here, but you'll have to take my word that the chicken stock is actually just over top of the panini. Alright, what does it want to do next? So from there, I lost where I am. Alright, so now we want to take the rest of the ingredients. So we want to add this in here, back in there. Okay, so yeah. Oh, no, maybe. Okay, so we weren't supposed to put that in, but oh well. I was supposed to go in later. This is what happens, you know. I get ahead of myself, but oh well. So the chicken will be a little garlicky. So now I want to add in my heavy cream. Add in my butter. Hopefully that'll melt in time. Alright, so from there. Alright, so now we put the top on. Yay! Talks to me. Alright. Now we go all up here and pressure cook. So again, everybody's pot's different. Mine actually has the high, medium, and low, but if you have one of the ones, the $50 specials from Walmart, it just has pressure. So we want to start and we want to pressure cook this for 4 minutes. I always usually just actually add in a minute, or only because just from experience I've found sometimes it doesn't always cook 100%. So I add in an extra minute or two depending on what I'm doing. So from here you just hit start and we're gonna put this on pause and let this heat up, and we will be back when it's ready for the next step. Alfredo sauce in a bowl and put it in there, not mixed with all the other stuff. Okay, well, I guess we just completely fucked this recipe up. Should we just finish and see how it works out?
Yeah.
Okay, you get recording or?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're live.
Okay, so I really need to read these recipes before I do all this, because apparently I completely and utterly messed up the Alfredo sauce. But it's all good. We're going to see how this chicken experiment turns out. So I'm going to quick release now. I've cooked it for 5 and let it natural release for 4. So I'm going to quick release the rest of this. So yeah. Whoops. Not supposed to do that.
This might be your first exploding one?
This might be, yes. So we may be having something else for dinner. We're not really sure yet.
Good thing we have lots of leftovers.
Yeah. This is just more of an experiment on a couple levels, apparently. It's hot. Let's just help this along a little bit. All right. So. Oh! It's different. So, yeah, this isn't supposed to. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take the chicken out.
Did you have the raw chicken on that?
No, I washed it off.
Okay.
It's all good. I rinsed it off before I put the raw chicken in. So I'm gonna. So, yeah. So anyways, at this point we were supposed to put the cheese in, so I will just say screw it and do it anyways. Mix this in with the pasta. Just melt her all down. And actually, you know, all things considered, it doesn't actually look all that half bad. Add the spinach in. And this will be hot, so I will be using my disgusting little oven mitt as we mix all this in together. You know what? All things considered, it didn't actually. Alfredo sauce is a little, you know, watery, but hey, it's all good.
We could rename the channel Instapot Disasters.
We could do that too. All right, so now. Display time. Suppose I probably could have cleaned up a little bit while we were on our break, but you know, I don't do that. That would just make sense. So now we have our noodles, very Alfredoed and cheesy. Yeah, okay, it's a little springy. It's all good. Oh, that's hot. Okay. Now, normally you would do this and then you would pour the Alfredo sauce over top, but because I was a dumbass and didn't read the instructions all the way, we are gonna do it this way. And then from here, we can going to cut the chicken up. I just cut the chicken up in little chunks and put it on top. Now, this is the super duper good chicken we bought from a local place here called Davis Meats. So this chicken better be spectacular for the price that I paid for the damn things. Otherwise, we're just going back to the Western family cheap shit.
can't see what you're doing.
Oh, well. Don't worry, you're not missing much. All I'm doing is cutting the chicken up and putting it on top. I will show what it looks like in a second. Chicken's nice and juicy. Well, that's always a good thing. Nothing worse than a dry chicken. And of course, you know, my puppy down here, Sephora, is waiting for dropsies. Because, you know, I do shit like that all the time. My puppy knows where to eat. She's better than we do sometimes, I'm telling you. Oh, that one was a little squishy. Yeah.
Thought you only described me as a little squishy.
Nah, that chicken was a little on the juicy side. It squirted a little bit. It's all good. A little overexcited. We're all good. Alrighty, and yeah, let's get a difference. I tend to make a lot of dishes, so good thing that for the most part I do them. So this failed Alfredo sauce, which is in here somewhere. Pour a little bit. Get a little bit of sauce.
I would have used the soup ladle.
Yeah, I can't really because there's too many other noodles in here. It's all good. Pour a little bit over. So normally if you were to actually have read the instructions properly and it would be in a bowl, you would just pour the Alfredo sauce over top instead of, you know, trying to fish it out of the bottom. And there we go. Chicken Alfredo panini. And it actually doesn't look that bad. So we shall...
Supposed to put cheese on top for garnish.
And yeah, we can put extra cheese. Because, you know, you never have enough cheese. Alright, and we shall let the wife try it out. You got it? Alright.